Hello everybody, so today I'm gonna talk to you about rocket lab. So today rocket lab got listed on NASDAQ and it was approved. The merger with Victor acquisition is actually a SPAC. So Rocket Lab is like a rocket company that launch small rocket into space, into orbit, and it like launch small rocket with small satellites, size of a refrigerator, into orbit. Okay, and the difference between Rocket Lab's they have a rocket called Electron. It's a small rocket like that, pretty small, and they launch it into space and they launch a cube satellite that size of a refrigerator into orbit. And the difference between SpaceX, they have a rocket called Falcon 9, which is like 4 times bigger than Electron, so it'd be like 4 bottles. They launched the satellite the size of school bus into orbit, and so that's the major difference between them. And on this video, I'm gonna talk about why I am putting around $3,000 into Rocket Lab. And I just gonna be upfront with you. This is a very bad investment, and I got in the stock pretty early. My average price is like 12 something dollars. So gonna tell you upfront, right now my position on Rocket Lab is down 20%. So right now it's $10, and you got the valuation is around $4 billion. And I am not a financial advisor, so everything I say could be wrong. And there are many reasons why I don't like the market. There are many concerns. As I said, concerns about this company. For one, the addressable market is pretty small. Okay, I read it somewhere like the launch market to launch satellites into space per year is like $5 or $4 billion per year. So that's a lot compared to like car market. If you build car like Tesla cars, addressable market per year could be like hundreds of billion, or computers, if you or smartphone, hundreds of billion to a trillion addressable market for those kind of things. But to launch a rocket into space, addressable market is around 5 or 6 billion per year. And Rocket Lab's valuation is already at 4 billion. So if they take 100% market share, probably they only get like 4 or 5 billion market cap. So that's the first thing. And the revenue for 2020 is only 35 million. And 2021, which is this year, they're only projecting this year to be 69 million. So that's also very small as well. I know if you buy the stock right now, you're buying the future revenue potential for the company. So in the future, they are going to build a rocket called Neutron, which is about 75% size of SpaceX Falcon 9, and it can launch school bus size satellite into orbit. So they will expand that $6 billion launch market a little, not a lot. So and then the other thing that Rocket Lab do is they build like space components like photon and photon is like a spacecraft. So it's like a space bus, and you guys, if I'm a company that I design a satellite and I can attach that to photon, and photon will have an engine that can like drive it to the destination. So we say if you want your satellite to go to the moon, you can attach it to the photon, and that spacecraft can drive it to the moon or to Mars as well. Photon can drive it as well. So it's kind of more like a spacecraft photon. And that addressable market is $2 or $3 billion per year. So it's like including the launch market, maximum they can addressable market, the maximum amount of money this company can make is $10 billion per year, and they already have $4 billion valuation, which is not that good. If you're like airplane company and airline, addressable market for consumers for airline, like if you want to travel from New York to Washington, so every day there's like hundreds, thousands airplane running. Addressable market is like couple $100 billion. Like let's assume it's probably like $200 billion. So the maximum amount of money that airline can make is $200 billion. The maximum amount Rocket Lab can make per year is $10 billion. So the addressable market is very, very small for Rocket Lab. But what Rocket Lab achieved is very astonishing, because a country like, for example, Philippines cannot launch a rocket into orbit because it's very expensive to build a rocket. Like the Apollo program to launch a man into the moon, it cost the U.S. government like, I think it was like around, I could be wrong and I have a NASA advisor, but it's more than $100 billion. So it's very, very expensive to build a rocket to launch it into orbit, to reach orbit. Like Blue Origin, the company funded by Jeff Bezos, his rocket haven't even reached orbit yet, and he only spending $1 billion a year to develop the rocket. Blue Glenn and another one, I forgot what's it called. Blue Glenn and Lou Shepard. That's what Blue Origin is, and other programs like moon landing programs developing by Blue Origin as well. So don't get me wrong, what Rocket Lab achieved is something astonishing, but the addressable market to make money is very, very small. Alright, so why am I putting like $2,500 or $3,000 on this company? It's just basically a impulse buy without any financial backing, without any financial reasoning. So it's kind of like some people like to buy LV, Gucci bag, and it's like impulse buy. I want it so much, I just want to buy it. I know it don't make any financial sense, I still want to buy it. So that's literally what I'm doing right now. I love space. I love rocket company and space company as well, and that's why I want to buy it and keep an eye out. And when will I put it like what could like what could Rocket Lab do to make me put more money into this stock is if they expand their addressable market, not just doing launch and building spacecraft. If they're going to develop a rocket that can do provide transportation for humans to go to moon and come back, so that's gonna be a huge market, because if going to the moon will cost a person $50,000, I'm pretty sure there's 7 billion people in this world, and at least probably 1 million or 2 million people want to go to the moon. So it will make it the addressable market will be huge. Like you can 10 times that addressable market to $100 billion if Rocket Lab can build a rocket can launch everyday U.S. citizens to the moon and come back, providing a transportation. The market will be a lot, and I will buy more stock and that as well. Or if Rocket Lab make an announcement they're going to build a rocket that will take us to Mars, that will also expand the addressable market to hundreds of billions of dollars as well, if a lot of people want to go. So if they announce they're going to build a rocket and take us to the moon or to Mars, I will put $20,000 of my own money buying this stock. Because right now Elon Musk, SpaceX is private company and it's already valued at $75 billion, and they are always building rockets that can called Starship, that can take us to the Mars and take us to the moon, so we can build a moon base and we can live on Mars as well. So humans will have two planets, and the 4 billion year history never had 2 planets that have humans living in there before. So that is just amazing, and the addressable market is huge as well. And yeah, that was like Elon Musk, SpaceX knows that the launch market, addressable market, is small. That's why they are building Starlink internet service. Addressable market is like 50 to 100 or a couple $100 billion for internet service, because 7 billion people and couple 3 or 4 billion people needs internet every day. 3 or 4 billion people that can use the internet every day. If you do launch like rocket into space and like launch satellites into space, there won't be 3 or 4 billion people using that service. That's why SpaceX is not building Starlink to fund the cash to build Starship. Okay. So yes. So basically, to summarize, why I bought almost $3,000 worth of stock on Rocket Lab is because it's an impulse buy. I like rockets a lot. There's no finance, not many good reasons why I should buy more, because the addressable market is pretty small. And please don't buy this and don't follow me. And if you follow me, you could lose all your money as well, because all my other stock picks been doing pretty well. Like iHeartMedia, Mogul. Like only stock that I'm not doing well is STX and right now I am selling and stock and that company as well because they provide us no updates. Yeah, so that's basically it. So you guys can do more research in this company as well. So one good thing about this company is the CEO is Peter Beck, and he owns around 10 or 12% of the company. So that's pretty good news. And the company is founder lead. And yeah, so that's basically it. And one more thing, the only way I'll put $20,000 on this stock is they announce a program they're going to build a rocket that will take us to the moon and come back, or take us to Mars and come back, providing transportation for humans to go to moon or Mars. I will put more money, $20,000 to $50,000. If not, I just gonna leave it there at 3,000. That's probably it. Alright. So if you guys are interested, you can check out the company. It's called Rocket Lab, and it just got listed today. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe.